and realizing a lot of people that you thought that you can trust, a lot of people that you had left behind, that you thought wished you well, that you thought would be happy for you, after seeing how hard and how much you had to struggle, how much you've been hurt in your life. You will never understand the darkness that dwells within people, that people were actually happy that you was going through that. They probably on the surface was like, oh, well, you know, you could have done this better, you could have done this, and oh, woe is you, and all this type of stuff. But let me tell you something, people's happy to see you like that. And they're not happy that you were strong enough, wise enough, protected to get through what you got through. But see, you didn't act crazy. You didn't do what would have been expected was for you to lose your mind. What would have been expected was for you to go about and act crazy, delusional. What would have been expected was for you to go back and try to get back on these people, get revenge for these people. But you don't understand. It wasn't just your silence and your strength. It was you being humble. When you could have spoke foul on people, when you could have been angry, when you could have just said whatever. I'm telling you, a lot of people are taking into account your responses, your mannerisms, your movements, the way that you're living your life, and they understand. It's just as clear as day who you are, who you've always been, because you were silent. And you weren't silent because you was no punk. You wasn't silent because you was weak. You was silent because that's what you was instructed to do, because you just knew people gonna be who they gonna be. So you said, you know what, I'm gonna let you do what you big and bad enough to do, and I'm gonna get on to what's meant for me. Because clearly, if this is happening, God had to make me uncomfortable in order for me to wake up and realize that this isn't where I need to be. This isn't where I need to lay my roots. This isn't where I need to ground myself. This isn't where I need to be, and getting complacent and getting comfortable. When God starts shaking things up and making things uncomfortable for you, it's because he's trying to prepare you and get you ready for the next big thing in your life that he wants you to be a part of and step into. The only thing that's happened is that in you being silent and you being strong and having that wherewithal just to get through, I don't think you understand how strong you have to be when everything fails, when you losing things, when you're not seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, but you're still able to be level-headed. To understand, you know what, I still got to get up, I still got a job, I still got money in the bank. It's not bad how it could be. So let me work with what I got to make it to where I want it to be, to get to where I want to be, to see the things that I want to see. That takes a strong-minded individual. So despite what people were saying, what they can never say is that you're weak. What they can never say is that you're not a survivor. What they can't say is that you're not protected and that you're not a child of God. Do you understand what I'm saying? But what they can say is that it was wrong, dead wrong, to do what they did to you, to say what they said about you. You long gone. So whatever outcome these people have to go through, they know that it's one that they deserve because of what they've done. Your silence and your strength spoke volumes as to who you are, who these people are, and what they did to you. And really what you had to endure at one point in time when you was cool with these people, around these people, and probably trusting these people or working with these people. These people are getting exposed, and things are becoming clear as to who you are as a person. Do you understand what I'm saying? And everything that you had to go through and how you overcame. I'm proud of you. And God is too, because you listened and you was obedient. Understand why you're getting rewarded in this season. I want you to understand that. It ain't because you did everything perfect. It's because you had a whole lot of people behind the scenes, baby, trying to do crazy things to you that they thought God couldn't see. And I don't understand how they could think that. I don't understand that. People do things and they think because ain't nobody around them when they're doing it that nobody can put the book on them and slap the book on them, lay the law on them. But God was watching them when they was doing that mess to you. God was watching when they was grouping up. God was watching when they was laughing at you. God was watching when they was lying on you. God was watching when they sitting up in that living room talking your business, but acting like they cool with you, acting like they love you, acting like they, oh, you know, we got. I'm your family. I don't care who you are, an ex-friend, a family, a foe, whoever you are, an enemy, an ally, a supporter. I go off of actions. If these people truly cared about the friendship and the relationship and the value that you brought to them, be it working with them, for them, they would have never did what they did to you. But because they did what they did, God is bringing the very law down on their heads for every lie they told, for every situation that they placed you in, for every attack that they sent your way. Your silence and your strength was your saving grace. Without you even doing nothing, without anybody representing you, taking up for you, your silence and your strength in the midst of adversity, in the midst of opposition, in the midst of you being criticized, oh my God, you don't even understand the lies that was told on you. You weren't there. You don't even understand how people was watching you, talking, spreading your business. You don't know what was said, what was seen, what was done. All you knew was, I got to keep moving forward and staying on my path and staying on my journey. And whatever I got to do to get there, I'm going to get there, man. I don't care about you. I don't care about you. I don't hate you. I ain't talking about you. I ain't focused on you. But they was on you, because this is what I'm saying. You can do wrong to a person. You can betray a person. You can leave a person. You can move on with your life. But let me tell you something. Your energy, the way that you move, the way that you love these people, the way that you supported these people, you was loyal, respected. It left an everlasting imprint on these people. So no matter what they did to you, they will never be able to forget you. And that's why that guilt is eating them alive. And that's why their life is going to have a series of unfortunate events for what they did to you. It ain't because you prayed for their demise. You did what God told you to do. You stayed silent. You stayed down till you came up. You stayed silent till it was time to be loud. You were strong. You still strong. And that's how you're able to move the way that you move now and get through every situation that you're in life. No matter what you go through, the highs, the lows, the ups, the downs, fluctuations, you're always able to get through. That's why you had to go through what you went through in the beginning, to get you in that mindset. Thank God in advance for what's about to take place. And thank God in advance for exposing who these people were, vindicating you, clearing off your name, and bringing you justice and bringing you favor. The victory is yours because you are a soldier in the army of the Lord. They couldn't bring you down. They couldn't keep you down. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because you're a soldier and you're a survivor. And on that note, I want you to understand that if you need a friend, you got it in me. If you need love, you got it in me. If you need inspiration, motivation, and life example, you already know you got it in me. I'm your sister. I'm your friend. I come with that real, never that fake. I keep it 100 with you. I keep it a buck with you. Continue to reach one, teach one, bring others to the JC gang. And until next time, y'all stay prayed up and be blessed.